It's Hannibal Bonaparte and Robin Hood.
And today we are doing a 2 versus 2 against General George S. Patton and Wolf 9000, or as we like to call it, just
Ooh.
ooh. Yeah, so
Well,
this is their armies. This is on the floodplains map. And so we'll take a look at Patton's army first. He has, for his cavalry contingent, 2 Yarikai, I believe, or just one. I thought he had another one hidden, though, I'm pretty sure, on
maybe,
the
but it's definitely
on the
not on his.
left.
It's not. It's
No,
def. No, he doesn't. He doesn't
he,
have another one hidden on his left. No,
yeah,
or
I
on his
did
right.
fight 2 cavalry though. Okay, but and then his main infantry contingent is, how many is that? Is that 6? Yeah, 6 Imperial infantry, and these guys are all veteran. Some very nice infantry. So my line infantry is slightly inferior to these guys, so I'm gonna have to use the terrain to my advantage because it was very crucial in this battle. And then another crucial piece they have is this Armstrong gun, and obviously his general, which does have a gun, but it is not very leveled up. I think he mixed leader and gun general, it seems.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
And
Or he
then
just
you
gave
can,
his guys like really intense ammunition or something like that. Doesn't even look like that either. So over here, Wolf Nine Ooh has he's a friend of mine actually, and he is an 8-star, similar to me. I had leveled up the battle before this, so he got all intimidated by this, and I wasn't sure that it would end up so well for me. Um, but he has looks like 4 units of the Black Bear infantry out in front. You can see them there. They're very well upgraded with 2 or 3 chevrons. 3 chevrons would give them suppression fire, and 2 chevrons would give them either increased reload skill or increased accuracy. He's gone for accuracy, which is an interesting choice. I would normally recommend the reload skill over the accuracy, but some people like that devastating first volley. Now, for the Royal Marines, which is his last unit, once these guys get 150 range, I would actually highly recommend giving them good accuracy because they can often get off the first shot, and in first shot, accuracy is very important because the reload obviously doesn't matter too much on the very first shot. But his guys do not have 150 range, so his long range unit is the Parrot gun. So both of our opponents brought an artillery piece, and this guy's actually got one increased range on his Parrot gun. So you can see there they have 575 range, 35 reload skill, 50 accuracy. So a potent unit right there indeed. And his general is actually Hatamoto. It doesn't have a gun on him. It looks like he has stand and fight and everything, so he is half Bushido, half leader. Actually, not even Bushido. His melee statistics are pretty poor.
yeah. So is it time to unveil our armies?
Yes. So remember, people, they have slightly better line infantry than they do, more numbers in that. But it could still be a pretty close battle.
Yeah, because if we look at my army, my line infantry consists of 3 Tosa riflemen.
Which are
Yeah,
skirmishers.
that does not count. So yes, this is another hilarious battle episode kind of thing, bringing just crap armies, or not crap, just something that you would not in any way
Not
expect.
expect, and you would not expect it to do well either.
Yeah, no, I came into this battle just talking to Hannibal. I was just
He
like,
was moaning about how terrible his army
I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm having regrets about this. 3 Tosa riflemen, 2 Saber Cav, 2 Yarikai, a Shogunate Guard cavalry, and a, where is it? Carbine cavalry, and my general. But literally, like, this is my only infantry, and these guys have long range, but that's about it. I mean,
and if they get shot at, they're pretty much screwed. Now, one
yeah.
thing, actually, Robin, I will disagree with you on your loose infantry, your loose formation for your Tosa riflemen. It is very good at, absorbing shots, but actually, even in loose formation, Tosa riflemen only their front line shoots, which means that you're only getting a third of the unit shooting, whereas if you spread them all out into line formation, the whole entire unit shoots at once because they can spread out into
Yeah,
one
but
line.
I did this because of the artillery to move forward.
Now that is true. I was playing Shinobi Informer for both of these battles, so I was able to inform us through the Shinobi that they both had an artillery piece, so we had to be careful of that. Um, and also, the loose formation can be nice if it's just a holding unit, which these guys kind of are. But as a general rule of thumb, I prefer to keep skirmishing units like Tosa Riflemen in a thick line, just because they can get 3 times the amount of firepower out. So yep, that's Robin Hood's army. My army is very similar to the last funny battle that we posted. It's got 3 units of the Shogutai, stunning unit, as I said last battle, and then cavalry component is very similar as well. I've got 3 units of Shogunate Guard cavalry, 1 unit of the Imperial Guard cavalry, my general, and a different unit here, the Revolver cavalry with an upgrade. Big mistake on my part. I really wanted these guys to do better than they actually did, but they turned out to be a pretty big waste of 1,150 koku.
Yeah, have you actually used them before that battle?
I have used Revolver Cavalry to actually quite great success. I posted a video of my Revolver Cavalry destroying a guy who was trying to camp with artillery.
See, I think that the Carbine Cavalry is better, though. I mean, they seem overall a lot better.
Yeah, and actually, I do agree that Carbine Cavalry is probably a much more versatile unit, but Revolver Cavalry can, people are actually probably more scared of the Revolver Cavalry, so there's a little bit of fear factor in there. I actually just posted, I think it's just finished uploading just now, a video where I brought 2 units of these Revolver Cavalry, and they did very good work for me there against a camping 8-star when I was still 7-star. This is my first battle as 8-star.
You're certain that no matter what time people watch this, your video just finished uploading, right?
It just did right now. Whichever video was last uploaded, that's the one. No matter
as you're watching this, it finished.
Yep. It just finished now in August 7th of 2013. So.
Yep. Okay. So should basically, before we start this, once again, this is a pretty fast-paced battle. We'll take a look, or just quickly go over what our initial thoughts were going into this. So my initial thought was, oh god, I am using a crappy army, and I'm gonna lose. But that's not what I meant.
My initial thoughts were raffle.
Yeah, and then so over here, my opponent's close to the archery dojo, and that's one of the reasons he does have the tougher army, so we decided to go for him first so that we have the power to take down his army. And also, if we went for Hannibal's opponent, because, our armies rely on each other, if we were to go separately and fight our own opponents, we would get destroyed. So
horrible, fiery, death.
That would suck. If we went for Hannibal's opponent, my opponent would get the archery dojo, and the reason that is bad is because then he could set up
using gunpowder units.
Yeah. So if they got that and were able to set up, we wouldn't stand a chance fighting him later on. And also,
especially with their artillery, because artillery would just keep replenishing their ammunition if put in that range.
That would
shoot
suck.
Forever.
And his Imperial Guard infantry or Imperial infantry are the most, besides this Royal Marine, the most dangerous unit on the field at the moment. That infantry-wise. For them.
Yeah, and he has 6 of them, so
yeah,
we're definitely going to want to double team here. Poor General George S. Patton, I believe was his name.
Yeah, and then notice here by the archery dojo, though, our plan was to push forward quickly with the cavalry and use this hill to hide them from the fire there, because we need to give time for our infantry to get close, and that's what our cavalry is for. That's why we have so much of it.
Once again, though, that hill was unbeknownst to us, pretty much, because my camera was all the way up here, right? Because I quickly clicked my men to go out there, but I did, in fact, zoom all the way down here, right next to eye level, and went all the way up here and said, hey, there's a big ridge right here. We can hide our men behind that. So even with the whole really high zoom camera thing, you're not going to win a Fall of the Samurai battle if you keep your camera up here. It's really important to be mobile with your camera, your viewpoint.
Yeah. Okay, so is there anything else that we need to say before we hit play?
Not really. I do think that I missed 2 of my my opponent's Wolf 9 Ooze units here. There are 2 units of cavalry hidden in this central forest line right there that pop out. But other than that, there's not really too much that we have to say.
Okay, so let's go ahead and hit play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, as you can see, immediately as the battle starts, all of our units start going forward. We were just ready and waiting for that to happen, because we need to get close to them as fast as possible. And there goes the artillery firing to very little effect. First volley.
Very good hits right there. Killed 2 men. 3 men, actually.
3. No, 1 got up. He's alive.
The zombie walks again.
He
there are the
lives.
2 cav units. But they're just simple Yariki. One of them is does have 3 chevrons, but I played the Bandit Horse Thieves, so they have a mere 10 charge bonus, which is not very scary at all. So
Yeah.
we believe it or not, we do have a cavalry advantage on this
Yeah,
field.
yeah, we have like 10 cavalry units, and there too. But you know, that's not that big of an advantage.
Honestly, yeah, your cavalry is very important, but honestly, a mass cavalry tactic in this game probably does not work as well as people would think it would.
Yeah.
Mass cavalry just it's not as useful as 2 units of cavalry used well in a finesse style.
And right here, I'm going to say that I saw his cavalry just sitting here, and I know his infantry's close, but they can screw up my rifle, so I'm going to charge with my cavalry and get the charge into them, although I was in loose formation due to the artillery, which I probably should have changed. But notice his men are actually shooting mainly his own cavalry.
His own men because of the angle.
Yeah.
Over here on my far left flank, I had tried to get my revolver cavalry to get their 6 shots off on his charging unit of Yariki before his Yariki hit, but of course my guys didn't really want to fire, so my revolver cavalry right there just got screwed up. But more importantly, at this time, the Saber Cavalry are going in. These were our little meat shield unit.
Yeah.
We needed the meat shield unit for my Shogitai to get in. As you can see, they're pushing forward right now.
And
his Saber Cavalry actually got in very well.
Had this been rice fields, they would have gotten mowed down before getting there, but due to this hill, the Imperial Infantry did not have as much time to fire, allowing my Saber Cav to get there and actually do quite a bit of damage. But the main damage they did is slowing down his firing long enough for our infantry to get there.
Over on my far left flank, on our combined flanks left flank, just using my cavalry, I'm going to go right after poor General George S. Patton's general right there. The general himself with not only 1 Shogunate Guard Cavalry, but 2 Shogunate Guard Cavalry units, which will easily dice up his general right there. And I'm just using my cavalry to route up his this red guy's right flank. And meanwhile, our melee forces have engaged. We've actually got a Tosa rifleman in melee, but these Shogutai have 12 morale, so you know, and they're in loose formation, so they're just going to easily get in and wipe out units really quickly. There goes one of these Armstrong guns. It's gotten a massive 29 kills so far this game, so there goes a nice 1,500 Koku down the crapper, as Heir of Carthage would say.
Yeah, and you know, I did send that Tosa rifleman into melee because we're trying to win this in a very unconventional way, so...
Why not?
Why not?
We've gone this far. Let's just go the extra
the worst unit into melee possible.
Miles. Yeah. Tosa riflemen. They have 6 melee attack, people. Potent unit indeed.
George here is finally off of the battlefield completely. And
now
we can turn.
It's been what? 3 minutes?
Yeah.
It's a blitzkrieg fashion right there. And also, you notice our tactics. Wolf 9U has set up in a line here facing that way, and all of our troops are rushing around his right flank. We're really hitting the flanks hard. We hit red guy's flank really hard with my cavalry all rushing around his right flank. We're doing the same exact thing here to Wolf 9U. Right here, we had Robin Hood's Carbine Cav go into melee against the Royal Marines to hold them up, while my 2 units of Shogunate Guard Cav went in and took out their Parrot guns, who have racked up 31 kills. So we really managed to actually kill off the guns before they did nearly any damage whatsoever.
Yeah, usually they do a lot more damage, but the speed in which we attacked really kind of negated their effect. Because when you're moving that fast, the artillery is not as accurate, especially since they were targeting our cavalry, which, you know, they were scared of our cavalry because there was so much of it, but that's also the hardest unit to hit with artillery if it's moving.
And in loose formation, you can get, what, 4 or 5 kills,
yeah.
But that's it.
Even in tight formation, you don't get that many, I've noticed.
Yes, very true. At this point, we've routed off the Parrot guns. The Royal Marines are down to 60 men, and my Shogitai, of course, being heroic people that they are, wearing togas, they have gotten into melee, and they have actually routed off the first 2 units of Wolf 9U's line. He's still got 2 units of the Black Bear infantry left, one of which is skirmishing with Robin's Tosa riflemen, and this is just really good to hold them up.
Yeah, but you are actually attacking his general, who is in stand and fight, which did not seem to help him out that much.
No, it definitely did not help him out that much. Stand and fight gives, what, +5 accuracy? There's
Yeah.
something very minor. It's best for melee troops, and melee is helpful at this point, but it won't do anything against a 19 attack Shogitai unit that just got in there.
And you can see my rifles are getting some nice flanking fire on this unit, which is rightfully so, firing at his Shogitai. Very worried about them, which once
Suppression
again,
fire.
rightfully so.
Suppression fire, very good idea from Wolf 9U, trying to break the morale and speed of my units, but it was too little, too late, and we managed to rout off the last of our opponents there.
Yeah.
This battle was similar in that we used really funky armies against our opponents, but actually quite different from the last battle in that, it's pretty flat, and we just had to really take notice of the tiniest little terrain features and hammer a flank. With the melee infantry, because the thing with guns is that they all face the same way. They all line up in a line, which means that they face the same way, so they can't shoot in two different directions.
Yeah.
Maybe use the Toso riflemen in the front just to pin them up, keep them from turning too much, or else your Tosos are going to get nice flanking shots, and then get all the melee units around the flank and just charge in from the side.
Yes, and if you guys heard anything there, that was a family interruption, my bad, but I don't think it was that loud, because I did mute my mic, so sorry about that.
Getting worse. He's getting out of everyone.
Oh, yeah, and my general in the back there killed off the Royal Marines in the end, with the help of Hannibal's general, but he went over to support his troops, and my general finished them off.
Getting the rally going, yeah.
Yeah.
Statistics-wise, you can see that we deployed far less troops than our opponents. 660 and 780 for us versus 1,020 and 930 of our opponents. But the kills, once again, were in our favor. You can see, we both killed more than we lost, which is always a good sign.
I was surprised about that with my army. I mean, literally, that is the crappiest army I have ever brought. Like, you guys will, if anyone wins with that in a 1 versus 1, please send me the replay and I will commentate that.
No, I'll take you up on that. I will win with my army. I will win with the 3 Shogitai. You can see there their kills for me. They all got the most kills.
Use the 3 Tosa riflemen. Well, actually, you know what? If you played it correctly, you could, do some skirmishing falling back using the 150 range. You could actually do it. But
yes, but we were way too silly in this battle to actually, use finesse tactics like kiting away and using increased range on your opponents.
Yeah.
You want to banzai!
Melee charge with Tosas. Good idea. Good idea.
You can see there my James Bond cavalry getting a nice 23 kills, just to finish off my nice contingent.
Yeah. That's a fail.
It's really depressing. You 1,150 Goku unit getting 23 kills. That's as bad as their artillery getting 30.
I mean, that extended range parrot gun, I know it is a parrot gun, but trust me, that is not a cheap unit.
No, they're pretty darn expensive. Yeah.
Where is that unit in here? That was Wolf's?
All the way down at the bottom. Got 32 kills.
32. 5 chevron parrot gun. Obviously upgraded all those chevrons to get the extended range. So, I mean, I bring a vanilla artillery unit and get 200 kills, as you guys have seen in some of my previous videos, so that is not a very good stat for them. But
I bring Shogitai that get 140 kills.
148 kills.
That's very impressive.
My general got my most kills.
Yes, very impressive work by him. And General I was actually wasn't meaning the noun. I was saying in general, just a pretty weird battle, pretty fun, and pretty interesting. Hope you guys all enjoyed a little bit something new, a little bit of the old ways coming back.
I mean, that's not really an old way though. Well,
it's what my general's name is. That's my general's name, the old ways.
Oh, that's fine.
He's coming back. No.
He's coming back. No. I mean,
little
I
bit of the
guess
old
your army's kind of old wayish, but my build wasn't. Once again, this is our hybrid epicness.
Mine is, once again, a Hummer, and his is a nice little Prius.
A nice little Prius that sucks.
Well, don't Prius all.
Oh.
I love Priuses. And we actually had a pair of Priuses until my brother totaled both of them. So,
Oh,
yeah.
give your brother a high five for me.
Yeah, I guess who's not going to be able to drive until he's 19? Me.
Hmm.
Judging on what my brother did. Anyways, that's enough about my brother. Hope you guys all enjoyed the actual Shogun 2 stuff going on.
And we will not see you next time, because we don't see people through the internet. But I will talk to you next time. That's
Believe it
my
or not,
parting words.
look right through your. We can look through your camera.
Yeah.
I've developed this super secret high-tech program that I can actually use the little, little Skype camera that you use to, Skype your girlfriends or boyfriends as well for all you girls out there, and I can actually just look at you guys while you're sleeping.
Yeah, I don't actually watch them. I just watch their girlfriends. That's all I care about.
Hack their computers and grab all the videos.
Yeah, if you guys have any pictures on there, you might as well get rid of them, because I am coming for them.
I'm coming for you.
Oh well, that's enough random talk.
Enough. Okay,
We'll see you guys next time.
Or not.
Or not.
See you.
Bye. Okay there guys, if you liked that video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click that subscribe button for more. Also provided is a link to my Facebook and Twitter accounts so that you guys can go and check that out. And in the bottom left we have a link to the last video in this series so that you guys can go and check that out if you haven't already. And on the right is a link to my other channel, Robin Hood FPS, which features all of my first person shooter gameplay. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, go check out that channel, and thank you for watching.